Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to solve day 4 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now, without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. So today I'm going to solve problem number 2181, merge nodes in between zeros. Okay, so this is actually a medium level problem, but I can say that actually this problem is very easy. Okay, so in this problem you are given the head of a linked list which contains a series of integers separated by zeros. The beginning and end of the linked list will have no dot value is equal to 0. Okay, and for every two consecutive zeros we have to merge all the nodes lying in between them into a single node whose value is the sum of all the merged nodes. Okay, and the modified list should not contain any zeros, and in the end we have to simply return the head of the modified linked list. Okay, so these are the constants. So number of nodes in the list are in this range, and node dot value is from 0 to less than equal to 1000, and there are no two consecutive nodes with node value equal to 0, and the beginning and the end of the linked list will have node dot value is equal to 0. Okay, so these are the constants given us. Okay, so now let's understand this problem with this example 1. So here see, between this 0 and this 0, what is the value? 4 value, right? 3 plus 1 is 4, so I'm writing 4 here. Between this 0 and this 0, what is the total sum? 4 plus 5 9, 9 plus 2 11, so that is why I'm writing 11 here. Okay, so this is what we need to do. Okay, so see here, the above figure represents the given linked list. The modified list contains the sum of all the nodes marked in green, 3 plus 1, right? 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. The sum of the nodes marked in the red is equal to 4 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 11. Okay, so this is what we need to return. Okay, so now let's understand how we are going to solve this problem. Okay, so this is a list given to us. Okay, so initially I am going to create one dummy node. Okay, so let's say this is my dummy node. Okay, this is my dummy node, and this dummy node's value is 0 initially. Okay, this dummy node's value is 0 initially. Okay, and my current is pointing to this dummy. Okay, so let's create one list node current cur, and this current is pointing to this 0 initially. Okay, and my there is one node value. Okay, list node, and my that node is pointing to the head dot next. Okay, so this is my head now, so head dot next. So here let's say we have node node is pointing to this position, head dot next. Okay, and initially my sum is equal to 0. Okay, initially my sum is equal to 0. Okay, so now my node is not equal to null right now. Okay, so I am going to increment my sum. So my sum will become sum plus node dot value. So now my sum will become 3, right? Sum is equal to sum plus node dot value. Okay, this is done. Now after that I am going to check one if condition. So if my node dot value is equal to 0, no, it is not equal to 0, right? So what I am going to do, I am going to point this node to this position, next position. Okay, so now my node is pointed to this position. Again, I have to add this node value into my sum because my node is not equal to 0, right? So now my sum will become 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Now my sum will become 4. Okay, okay, now again this node dot value is not equal to 0. Okay, so now again I am going to move this node to the next node. Okay, so now my node is pointed to this position. Okay, now first I am going to do the sum. So sum is equal to sum plus node dot value. So this value is 0 only, so my sum will remain 4. Okay, now after that see here my node dot value is equal to 0. Okay, so if my node dot value is equal to 0, I am going to create one new node. Okay, I am going to create one new node, and in new node I am going to add the value of this sum. Okay, so let me add the value of this sum in my new node. Okay, okay, this is done, and I am going to point cur dot next to new node. Okay, so this is cur dot next. I am going to point to my new node. Okay, this is my cur dot next arrow, and now I am going to shift my this cur to this position. Okay, going to shift this cur to this position, and I am going to make my sum again as 0. Okay, I am going to make my sum again as 0, and then after that I am going to move my node to the next position. Okay, so now my node is going to move to the next position. Now my node reaches here. So see, same things we have to do. Sum is equal to sum plus node dot value. Sum, it will become 4. Okay, this node value is not equal to 0. I'm not going to do anything. Okay, now my node is going to move to the next position. Here sum is equal to sum plus node dot value is equal to 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Okay, node dot value is not equal to 0. I don't have to do anything inside my if statement. My node will move to the next position. Okay, so sum is equal to sum plus node dot value. My sum will become 11. Okay, and this node dot value is not equal to 0. I don't need to do anything inside my if condition. Now my node is going to point to this position. Okay, so sum is equal to sum plus node dot value. So this value is 0 only, so my sum will remain 11. Now after that, if this node dot value is equal to 0, yes, this is true, my node dot value is equal to 0. Okay, so I have to create a new node. And in my new node I have to add the value of my sum, that is 11, right? And now my cur dot next will point to, this is my cur, and my cur dot next is going to point to this 11, right? And now my cur is going to shift from this position to this position, right? And I'm going to make my sum again as 0. Okay, so let me remove all this. So now my sum will become 0 again, and now my node is going to move to the next position. Okay, this is done. Now my node is going to move to the next position. So now since my node is null, so I don't need to execute anything. Okay, so this was my dummy node. This was my dummy node initially. This was my dummy node, right? Dummy. Okay, so in the end I am just going to return dummy dot next. Return dummy dot next. Okay, so in dummy dot next I will get the output as 4 11, right? So this is going to be my output. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear with the explanation. Okay, so now let's move to the coding part. Okay, so code is also going to be very simple. Okay, so I'm going to write the same story as I explained, right? So first we have to create one dummy node. So list node dummy, and this dummy node value is nothing but 0. Okay, new list node 0. Okay, this is done. Now after that, my cur initially is pointed to this dummy, right? Initially, so here I am going to write list node cur is equal to dummy, right? And my node, initially my node started from this position, okay, initially. So here I am going to write head dot next. This node is equal to head dot next, and initially my sum was 0, so init sum is equal to 0. Okay, now after that I am going to run one while loop while my node is not equal to null. Okay, so if my node is not equal to null, only then I have to execute the statements inside my while loop. Here what I am doing, every time I am doing the sum, sum is equal to sum plus node dot value. Okay, I am finding the sum, then inside that I am checking if node dot value is equal to 0. Okay, if my node dot value is equal to 0,